What's up guys, Tom Bombado here with my first tutorial in which I use a mic. Now, today I have for you something really interesting. And before I even tell you what it's about, I would like to show you this. A glass cage. And in that case, a particularly odd glass cage because, well, there's obsidian on the ground. But if I hit this button here, you'll see that it presents an item. Now this could be used in a shop or something, nice all fancy, could put a diamond block, down there, and it'll present an item right in front of you. Now, like on servers and stuff where you do shops, this could be pretty dang cool. And you could have it where, when you push it again, the item falls away and is saved. No, it does not just disappear and deleted, that would be wasteful. It is actually collected. That was probably the most difficult part of this build. Now, I'm going to take a second here, tear some of this stuff away, and I'm going to show you the redstone. Well, before I show you this redstone, I need to remind you that this is just a concept, and that even though I'm really happy with it, it could be improved. Now, for starters here, I'd like to show you that the obsidian here, it's necessary. You need obsidian around these parts because I use a slime block triple piston extender. Get out of here, block. Oh, and that reminds me, I would like to apologize for that random sticky piston in my inventory in the beginning part. I completely forgot to remove it. Oh well. But now if I show you this, it's actually really simple how all this works, and it just took a little bit of effort to get it to, well, this relatively good size. Now, basically, the first part to get the block up to here is a slime block triple piston extender, which I like to use because I like to take advantage of the new things that they add into this game. And I think it was really simple to make, and I've used it in my previous thing, my 4x4 door. And it's, well, my first 4x4 door, not my better one. And I think it actually works really nicely. So if I show you this right here, here's the extension. And it comes up to there. Now here's the item. Usually there'd be glass all around it, but I broke it away so we can take a little better of a look. Now, you may be wondering how I collect the item. And this is actually a little bit of a complicated thing to do. Because, let's just say, water and redstone do not mix. Yeah, nice way of putting it. Oh, let me hit you. I actually use water to flush the item into a hopper over there. And basically, the way it simply works is right here. I have it in the signal inverted, so that on the falling edge, this dispenser gets a pulse, and that'll put out the water. And after a very long delay, you'll get another pulse to take the water away. And this basically allows the item to flow over into the hopper without needing to use a piston or anything else. And the reason you can't really use a piston in this is because a piston could get stuck to the slime block and screw up the triple piston extender. Yeah, you really wouldn't want that. And basically that's all there is to it. It's actually a really simple device. And yeah, I guess I should soon get around to a tutorial. Yep, I'm going to show you the tutorial. Be back in a bit. Okay, so now to start, we're going to be building a triple piston extender. Well, basically you need this thing here first, which is just a basic little holding cell for it. You can customize it however you would like. But if you take a look here, there would be a hole right down the center with 2 blocks in between of openness. You need 2 blocks of open space inside of this glass dome. And then, time to start building a triple extender. Now, what you have to do is you build down 2 blocks, put a block here, then go down 3 blocks, and then 3 blocks on either side like this. And you're going to build off of that. Get a little bit of room there. And you're going to take a sticky pistons, and let me get under here. Yep, there. These are a little bit difficult to place, so bear with me here. There, and there. Now, we're going to go up 1, 2, 3, and 4. Whoops. And then you're going to put that there. Now that's going to be the start of your machine. Of your triple piston extender, I mean. Now you go down here, put this here, right here, like that, and like that. Put this here, build up like this, and there's a start of the framework. Now you can lay down some redstone going down to here, and put a repeater on 4 ticks. And we're just about, oh, one thing. Make sure this is an obsidian block. You'll see why here in a second. Now we're going to put down a piston right here. Slime blocks. Building over to the edge right here. Then we're going to take out this right here. I can get that on my inventory well enough. Then let's put this right here. Build out 2 blocks. Put up one of these. More slime blocks. Such in this fashion. Grab another redstone block. Put it there. Oops. Grab the wrong block. And then you're going to put this here. And you're going to put a 2-tick repeater coming out of that. Now, let me take a look over here. If we get a lever out, which I forgot to get pre-hand, so bear with me. Oops. There we go. Now, if I extend this, we should have the whole troll piston extension. There we go. Perfect. And I guess now, it's time to go on to everything else in this build. Be back in a sec. So, the next thing we're going to be building is the first, we're going to hook up the first dispenser into the build. Well, dispenser or dropper, whichever you prefer. I prefer dispenser. Now, this is going to have to pulse twice, as you remember correctly, because this is the water bearing dispenser. Oh, sorry, don't break that. This is how you're going to be, where you're going to be powering it then later. Now, all you have to do is go behind here, put a torch on it, go under here, put a slab, just to get, you know, placement for it. Put this right here. That's going to start doing that. You do not want that. Put a block there. Then you're going to put a block right there, torch going up, block right there, another torch, block right here, over here, redstone dust going into a sticky piston, which is facing up with a block on top. Everyone knows, I think everyone knows what that does. You're going to put a 2-tick repeater here, leading into, this has to be an obsidian block, because remember, that sticky piston is going to be, not sticky piston, sticky slime block is going to come up here. You're going to have to put this here with a 1-tick repeater. And you're going to go down 1. Actually, yeah, you're going to be going down 1 right to here. Down a little bit farther, you're going to be putting down a 4-tick repeater. Going into another 4-tick repeater. 2, 3, 4. Leading to, oh, guess what? A little bit of a change. A block. Into another 4-tick repeater. If I can get it right there placed. Then we're going to go into a torch tower. Going up like so. And then we're going to take off of that. We're going to put another 4-tick repeater. Getting sick of it? Well, got a lot of repeaters to go, so don't be. Nope. And then we're just going to lead that right into there. 4-tick repeaters abound. Oh, sorry about that. You only need from here, you need to put a block there, and then another 4-tick repeater. Here we go. As you can see, it just did exactly what it's supposed to. I believe that's right. Give me a second here. Whoop. Actually, I took one. Yeah, actually, it's one too many repeaters. Yeah, thought it had enough of them, right? Just need to hook that into there. Makes it a little bit simpler. Okay, and now let's give it a test real quick. If I turn this off, or on, I mean, they'll extend it. So imagine there's an item in there. And then this is going to go right here. Pulses the water once. Pulses the water a second time. There we go. Now on to the next thing. Okay guys, well now we're going to add in the last, final, and probably most important part. The dispenser that fires the item, and the system that recollects the item. Now if I get, oh, give me a second here. Let's put in the, dispenser. And barricade this part up a little bit here. Now let's start building. We're going to take a block right here, block up here, and we're going to put a line of slabs here. It's very important you use slabs because when the redstone runs across, it will not power those pistons. That's very important because if you power it, it will break things. Now you're going to put this right here. Very important. I had originally when I made this was a regular block with a torch. It needs to be an obsidian or an unmovable block. Note that pretty much all of these obsidians just need to be unmovable blocks. It does not need to be obsidian. Just want to make sure you guys all realize that. Okay. Now back to what we were doing. We're going to build up here. We're going to take another obsidian. We're going to put this here, here, here. And we're going to take some redstone, put that there, replace this with a block of redstone. And there's your firing dispenser. This will now fire in the correct time and fit in with the rest of the device. But we need to recollect the item now after it's fired. So, you're going to get a dropper. It's very important. Earlier I said you could use a dropper or a dispenser like for firing the items out. You need a dropper in this particular point right here. Because if you use a dispenser, the item won't go into the hopper above it, which I will show you right here. It will just sort of fly out, and you really don't want that. So, now let's build that in there, build that in there, and this right there. Now, here you go. As you can see, it's all wired up right there. Now, this is pretty much it all done. It's actually really simple. What we need to do here, make sure you put a water bucket into this this dispenser. Did that a little bit beforehand, but make sure a water bucket in there. And you need 2 of the item of your choosing. And, I just said, well, you don't, it recollects it and everything. It's like, it's not a big deal, but the way it works sending the item back, it needs to have 2 in here, 2 in the system, so that no matter what happens, it will always fire out an item. So I want to demonstrate redstone, so let's put some redstone in there. And this is pretty much all done. Simple, huh? Now let's take a view. Let's see what happens. Take it right here. There it is. Nice and cool looking. And let's retract. And to prove it to you that the item has not been lost, here's one of them. Oh, and it made it back. See, it may sometimes make it back. And the way that works is that when the item gets dispensed, if it's on this side, closest to the hopper, when the water sends it through, it gets in just in time to get powered and sent up in. But let's say the item gets spawned on this side, the water will still get it to the hopper, but it doesn't get it there in time. So it misses its chance to make it back into the dropper. But don't worry, next time it will make it. No matter what, as long as you have 2 of the item you're choosing, it will be fine. So yep, let's see if I can get an example of it. Yep, here's a perfect example. Now if I retract this, you heard that click? That meant it missed its chance. Here it is right here, and here's the other one. But as you can see, there's still one in it, and when I do it again, everything's going to be fine. Yep. Okay, that was just a little bit of an important note. Okay guys, I was about to end the video off there. However, I realized 2 very, very important things I forgot. First off, I forgot to tell you how to get rid of that, well, sort of annoying empty click that I said about, when the item does not make it through on its ride. Now, all you have to do is simply break this, put an upward facing half slab here, and put some redstone in here. Simple as that, fixes it. Now if I give it a test here, there it is, as you can see. If I do it again, no annoying click. Now, see in there, there it is. And see in there, whoops, there it is. Perfect as that. And number 2, I said how I didn't, try to compact this or anything. I just realized I could easily have compacted this and made it 1 less long. So here's how we're going to do it. All you have to do is take this, which we already made, move this over 1, break this off, this, you need none of that whatsoever. Don't need any of that. What you do is you break this part off here, put a put a block here, and you replace this with an upwards facing half slab, go down 1 block, put some redstone right here, 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 and here. And now, if we take a look here, all we need to do is hook up the top part, which is actually very simple to do, and it requires no changing of any timings whatsoever. Now, let's remove this so we don't have any trouble. Actually, yeah, it's fine. My fault. See, okay, there we go. Now, let's collect some of these items up so they don't bother me. And let's take a look here. It's one less long, a little bit simpler, and if we activate it, we'll see that it still works perfectly fine. There it is. As you can see, there is still an item right in there, and there's still an item right in there. Perfect. Now, I guess it's officially the end of the video. Thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you all later.